Do you have shoulder pain? Perhaps you've been told you have shoulder impingement syndrome, or think this could be the cause of your pain. But is shoulder impingement even a legitimate diagnosis, or is it just a big furphy?
For reference, a furphy is an Australian slang for an erroneous or improbable story.
Stay tuned as we get to the bottom of shoulder impingement in this video and give you 3 exercises for shoulder pain. Let's have a quick look at some shoulder anatomy to understand what impingement is. So if you take your fingers and place it on top of your shoulder right here, you'll feel a bone. This is your acromion. Now let's take a look at this image of your shoulder. You'll see that the acromion is labelled, and underneath there's an area highlighted in red. This is your subacromial space. In this space, there's a combination of structures like muscle, tendon, and bursa. It's in this subacromial space that impingement is thought to occur. Now, before we get into 3 exercises for shoulder pain, let's look at where the idea of shoulder impingement came from.
The term subacromial impingement was coined by American orthopedic surgeon Charles Neer back in 1972. Now, Charles hypothesized that 95% of rotator cuff tears were caused by the squashing of those shoulder structures in movements like lifting the arm overhead. But the problem was this was all just a hypothesis.
That's right. He then went on to develop a surgery to remedy this pathology called subacromial decompression or acromioplasty. And in this procedure, bone is shaved off the acromion, or sometimes soft tissues like the bursa are removed to create more space. Okay, now that we've run through shoulder impingement, let's take a look at 3 exercises you can do at home even if you have shoulder pain. We're going to run through different variations so you can find a starting point that's tolerable for you.
You might be wondering whether any particular exercises are dangerous when you have shoulder pain. The good news is there aren't. Some exercises might be sensitive, like lifting your arms up over your head, but we can find ways to make them tolerable by finding an easier starting point or trying a modification to the exercise, like we showed in the exercises and all our Be Mobile workouts.
At the start of this video, I posed the question, is shoulder impingement a big furphy? Yes, it is.
A diagnosis of shoulder impingement can conjure some negative images in your mind. But the fact is that shoulder impingement or compression of those shoulder structures is very normal and not necessarily a cause of your pain.
In the last decade, there's been tons of research showing that exercise is just as effective as surgery at improving pain, quality of life, and function. However, we know that surgery comes with a lot of risks, and on the other side, exercise is very safe and has lots of benefits.
And you can improve your shoulder pain without any change in the subacromial space. This shows that shoulder pain is very complex and not necessarily a structural problem as the word impingement implies.
That's right. So let's ditch the term shoulder impingement and find a starting point to getting your shoulder moving with the exercises we've outlined.
If you're ready to take more control of your health today, well then make sure you sign up to all of our free workouts and education on the Be Mobile platform. You can access that by clicking the link below this video.